Now we come to the 7th unit of this chapter called Earth, 9 standards of social studies, Latitudes. The horizontal circle, not line but circle, that goes round the Earth exactly in the middle at equal distances from the north and south poles is called the equator. Equator, because it divides Earth into 2 equal parts. This is the circle designated as 0-degree latitude. Following the way angles are designed in geometry, latitudes are expressed in degrees, minutes and seconds. In many atlases, you will not find the minutes and seconds. Look at the figure 1.5. From the equator going towards the poles are a series of parallel circles. Each circle is called a latitude. Latitude comes to us from the Latin word latitudo, meaning width. So it's something like width. These lines show us the width of the map. Width, left to right. Latitude values range from 0-degree equator to 90-degree north, the North Pole, and 90 degrees south, the South Pole. So from 0-degree equator to the North Pole, they have divided into lines. They are not real lines, they are imaginary lines. There is no latitude less than 0 nor greater than 90 degree. Every latitude must be designated with direction. N for north or S for south, toward south and toward north. For the equator, there is no north or south direction or designation because it is the equator. Some latitudes are given special names. Some particular latitudes are given special names. These are related to the patterns of sunlight falling on Earth that you would have studied when you learned about the seasons and Earth's revolution around the sun. Patterns of sunlight falling. Equator is the largest among all the latitudes. All the other latitudes on either side gradually become smaller and smaller until the poles. At the poles, the 90-degree north and 90 degrees south are not circles at all. They have become points. That half of Earth between the equator and North Pole is called the northern hemisphere. Hemi means half. Hemisphere means half a sphere. The half that is between the equator and the South Pole obviously is called the southern hemisphere. Counting from one pole to the other, there are how many latitudes? 180 main latitudes, not counting the equator. So from the equator to the top, it has been equally divided in terms of width 90 parts, and 90 parts from equator to the bottom South Pole. So that is a simple point. Wonderful information, very powerful information we have got now. We have understood the imaginary lines which are parallel, circles around the globe. Starting from equator upwards is the latitudes towards north. Starting from the equator to the pole, South Pole is the latitudes towards south. And total we have 180 main latitudes from one pole to the other. So these are the latitudes. Now we go to the next section, and that is called longitudes.